See what this guy's selling. So random with the speed that the dirt block changes into grass block. More dirt blocks or stacks, then I'm gonna try making the mud bricks. framework. Okay, that's 2 stacks. We'll now try to make mud bricks. Okay, I think I have to go back to the base. Okay, let's see. Packed moon. Oh, I need to make... Oh, I don't need... What is it? I needed straw for that. Wall. Ah, wheat and... Okay. Yeah, and more wheat. No XP from making that stuff, even though it takes so much time. What happened here? Maybe replace the sand with mud. with the mud. Well, I'm gonna start building something. What should I make as a castle? Crap. Okay, first ground floor. Sleep first. Hello. What's your name? Chester? Hard to read that. style. Hello, Chester. If you join my Discord, I can give you the IP there. Hmm. Need copper doors. I think I need to grab some scaffolding as well.
Just the rock. It hurts the glow. He takes it and wraps it up in his cloak and throws it down the hall, and he lumbers towards you. And I run into his arms.
Go for the rock.
I run and go pick it up and put it in a pack that I have.
And I give him a big hug. Now, is your ability alter self or disguise self?
Disguise self.
Okay, so he.
Oh God!
He ruined it.
Raph, as you run out of my arms towards him, I'm like, oh no! Like, I don't really know how magic works, but I'm just like, ugh.
I say, be careful of the boy.
Be gentle with him.
And as the two of you can make deception checks.
Oh boy.
3.
Oh. 16.
Okay. Horus grabs Wrath. Are you gonna let him grab you?
I as he comes up, as he approaches to kind of grab me, I'm going to cast suggestion. and I'm sorry, Papa. My bones are only recently formed. I can't be held by your strong grasp. We must get back to that mage's tower.
I need a clear suggestion. Oh, let's go back to the mage's tower.
We need to get back to the mage's tower.
I get a natural 20 on my saving throw.
It was worth a shot.
And he says, "Oh, we can go back, but hug your paw." And he comes in to grab you.
I'm gonna try to
hide.
I'm gonna try to slip away.
Okay, make an acrobatics check against his athletics.
Oh, a 5.
I get an 18. So he scoops you up, and as he grabs you and holds you in close, a look of confusion, because you tried to make yourself appear shorter, correct?
Yeah.
So he tries to put his hand where he visually thinks your head is, to like cradle the back of your head. But of course, your illusion has made the head appear where the back of where your spine is. So he feels the, and don't feel
And
right.
I'm gonna scream out in pain.
Okay, give me one more deception check.
And I just scream. An evil 26.
You don't.
And I start like
You don't
flail.
feel right, dude.
And I flail and I'm screaming at the top of my lungs.
Where's your mage friend? Make him stop! Make him stop!
He went back to the tower.
Horus, for the record, he was a pile of flesh not but 20 minutes ago. Of course he feels weird.
We need to get him back to the tower, quick.
This is the first time I've screamed.
Horus, come with us.
Does he let me go?
He has let you go already. Yeah.
And I'm just in like the fetal position on the ground.
And
All right.
We have a lot of tests to do.
Okay, we'll go.
well, listen, we need to make sure we protect you along the way as well. We don't know what else is out there. So we need you maybe to watch from the back, make sure nothing comes up behind us.
I brought his playthings with him. They'll protect you, right? They're hissing at you.
No, they need to stay here, Papa. They should stay. They will not be welcome at.
Well,
The regular folk might not understand.
well, let's bring you back, and then I'll come get all your things and your mama's bones.
I'm sorry, Papa. I'm sorry for all of this.
I'm sorry, but we can be a family. We can go meet your mama's parents.
I just
feel
want to
good
be.
about
I just want to be
I
normal.
also put my hood up.
I hit him. I hit him, but do you know Leah?
I know the family, yes.
Go get her. Go get them. They
Well-
could help us too.
Let me make sure we get you to the mage proper first, and then I'll go get him right away. But we gotta get you there, and I don't want anything else going wrong along the way. Never know this magic stuff.
All right. Let's go.
And
And I'm just gonna lay there for a minute, and I'm gonna telepathically tell Wilhelm to just kind of get me to my feet.
I help him up and like sling him over my shoulder, one arm.
I don't think people want to see me in the town.
Well,
We're going
Is
to
it
look into
all right
it.
if I just disappear and follow you?
yeah.
And he becomes invisible again.
Wait. I need to be able to protect your son proper if we're gonna save him from anything. Do you have my other axe?
It would have been downstairs.
Oh,
You would've
sweet.
been
I
able
would have
to-
grabbed
yeah.
it. But I thought he took it with him. I got that back. Never mind.
Okay.
I need to make sure that you stay a little bit further back just to make sure that you're keeping an eye out for anything that could come our way. Never know in these forests.
As I sling you over my shoulder, I lean forward and I'm like, "You're doing great," which could mean many things. You're doing great, boy.
What do I know about the observatory? Is there any not like is there like any like holding like a cellar
There is a cellar.
that I could maybe try to okay,
Possibly.
I'm gonna tell these two telepathically. There is a cellar. It's at the base of the observatory. We could maybe try to lure him down there. To maybe try to keep him there. It's where I keep some of my occult things.
Are we trusting him down there with what you may have?
I do. It's the less used ones. It's the long-term storage ones. It's like the festival ones.
I think the goal here is that we just need to hang on to him until the academy will know what to do, right?
Mhm.
The academy will know how to deal with this.
Maybe we can induce some kind of sleep or long hibernation. Like
Are you able to do that with what you have at your observatory?
maybe I can consult with Bruce. Maybe he can come up with a concoction to render him subtle. So like maybe just put him out for a little bit.
So your cat knows how to brew potions.
He knows much.
Cat is he?
He has taken the form of a cat. He is something much greater.
Well, today started with ducks and ended with this. So I mean, I'm ready to believe anything at this point.
Okay. It's better not to question it.
All right, I'll take up the front. Horace, you got the rear?
Yeah.
All right.
I'll carry the boy.
Okay. It's slow going back. You can all roll a d6.
4.
3.
3.
Okay. The duration of your disguise spell is going to expire before you get back to the observatory. How are you going to handle that?
It's at will, and it lasts for 1 hour.
Mm-hmm.
So every 59 minutes, I just recast it.
Okay. You need to cast the spell again.
It's
Maybe I can distract Horace for you.
it's verbal and somatic. So I'm gonna do so I every 59 minutes I have a fit. I have
Well, do bear in mind that the traces of spellcasting in this world are unmistakable. So a fit will not conceal that, because the verbal and somatic components leave visual traces. That said, if you wanted to try to distract him for a moment so that he could cast the spell, that would be possible.
I could do that. I could talk to him about your mother and her family.
oh yeah, that's perfect.
And I kneel next to Wrath as he's doing this and like kind of hold my cloak out so that
No, I have to take a bathroom break. So Wilhelm takes me to the wooded area, so I may
Okay.
expel some leftover residue from the transformation. And Rudy will keep him occupied.
Talking about his loved ones and how they're going to open their arms to his son, let him live a regular life.
After about an hour and a half, you are able to make it back to the observatory, the old stone building with a great spyglass coming out the top dome, guarded by the automatons of the Amethyst Academy. Coming up the steps and into Wrath's laboratory, where do you lead Horace?
I immediately go over and open the cellar door. And I'm just like, Horace, there's enough room for you down there until we sort out what sort of tests we need to do to hopefully fix you.
Where's your mage? I wanna ask him and thank him if what he did.
Well,
He'll be here momentarily. He's preparing many important rituals. He'll meet you down in the cellar in a few moments.
let's make sure your boy gets in and comfortable.
All right, give me one more deception check.
Oh, I'm not made for this.
Just Wilhelm.
Oh, sorry.
That's a 5.
He had all this time and he's not done yet? I just want to thank him is all.
All right. That sounds like berries to me.
So you're down at the cellar. I'm gonna try to run up the stairs into the laboratory.
Oh boy, your bedroom's up. You'll find it. You'll find it. Upstairs. Well, he should be here any moment then, I suppose.
And then I want to change back into Wrath,
Okay.
and then run back down the stairs.
Like a sitcom. All right, Mrs. Doubtfire.
This is, and I run back down the stairs.
Mhm.
And is Horace visible?
Yes.
Horace, I'm so glad you've made it. I need your strong arms. Please, follow me into the cellar.
All right.
And we go into the cellar.
Mhm.
I need you to find a large green rock. It looks like It could be from.
A green one? Where did that other rock go?
I do not know. Did you bring it?
Did we leave it back in the cave? I could go back. I have other things that I could bring for my boy. He lacked them.
There will be a time for that, but for now, this is of the utmost vital importance. I need you to find this for me.
All right.
It's somewhere in here, and I start frantically looking in the cellar.
He starts rummaging around
As-
everything, making like a bull in a china shop.
And I run out of the cellar, and I close the door, and then I try to find something quickly to brace it closed with.
Okay.
The super strong guy he can't break a
You can
cellar
pull
door.
the desk across it.
I start just piling stuff on. Guys, help me. We need to.
I flip a table over on it. Hopefully there wasn't anything important on there.
I'm just standing there, like rubbing my head in confusion. Now we're locking him down. He's going to find out. If this is the way we're going to be conducting business, we have to set some guidelines.
You already have enough guidelines.
We clearly
you have enough
need.
we need to contain this
I
threat.
regret giving you
How are we
this
gonna
idea.
contain?
We now have a monstrous form of a former friend locked in your cellar, rummaging for a rock for who knows how long. We need the Amethyst Academy here soon.
Yeah, can you contact them?
Yes, I will. Please contain him.
I will go.
I can't contain him in this condition.
I will go and distract him. As long as you get the Amethyst Academy out here, I will distract him.
Okay. That is very noble of you, Wilhelm. I hope you don't die.
Can we open the door one more time? I'll go down there.
How are we gonna just put all the tables on there?
we start rifling off the
Moving-
tables and
moving
chairs and
stuff.
stuff, removing the blockade.
Can you crash this place?
You have this
Stop.
obsession with catastrophe.
Stop trying to blow every place up, Rudy.
Just saying, putting the house on it would keep him in there.
This is Rath's house.
This is my
can do-
house.
The community will build you a new house.
All right, get the Amethyst Academy
My
here
husband is the
soon.
blacksmith.
Please tell me.
I don't know how long I can hold.
I don't know how long the amethyst came. I will hurry, and I run back up the stairs.
And I run into the cellar.
Okay.
And I'm there, like,
Just in the room after having cleared everything off. Okay. So Wrath, you head back up to the observatory deck. What are you going to do?
I want to reach out to the Amethyst Academy.
Okay.
By my regular means.
Here, in the Academy Towers is a sending stone. You can use this stone. It is a crystalline orb that you can touch and you can use to cast the sending spell from it once per day to its other linked orb, which is at an Academy Tower far off. That message then can be relayed.
The copper.
from there. So, what message would you? So you can think about. You get 25 words in the message that you want to send. Wilhelm, you head back down the cellar, and all the shelves and all the goods that were stacked semi-neatly down here have, in the few minutes, Horace has completely destroyed everything. He's smashed everything to smithereens and splinters, and he says, I can't find it. I can't find it. My boy needs it. I can't find it. Where is it?
Horace, we're in good hands. I'll help you look. What we need right now is time for everybody to rest. You used to live here, didn't you?
I did with my uncle.
Well, what was your uncle like? Tell me about him. I haven't lived here long enough to know him very well, and he sounds like an interesting man. I've read some of his writings, and you worked with him for some time. That must have been very interesting.
Redstone, where's that?
Well, that sounds horrible.
Said I was dumb.
Well, I don't think you're dumb, Horace.
You don't?
You're a very good man, and I know that.
lessons here. I was scared for a long time. I'm still scared.
I know. That's why we're trying to help you. Now, we're going to do our best to help you, and we hope that we can help your son too. The Amethyst Academy is coming, and we're going to do our best, but I want you to know that we're not afraid of you, and you don't have to be afraid of us, and
Can I see my boy?
not just yet. It's very important that Wrath does what he needs to do, and then we can discuss your boy.
I just want him to be safe. I love him.
I understand.
His mama, Leah, she was the only one in town that was ever nice to me. She took care of me. She was nice.
You know, there are other nice people here in this town, too.
They all used to call me Lumpy.
We aren't calling you that.
All right.
And we're the authority here in this town. So if
What
we
was
can
that?
do something
Sly?
and let you become part of this town again, you need to give up what you used to do in those woods. There's going to be no more creatures and no more stealing or killing. You know, let's say we can't fix what's happened to you. You know what I see standing before me? One of the strongest men in this town. I'm sure you could run a plow through a field in less than a day.
Oh. Maybe I could.
You know, there's an abandoned farm now. Could be good property. Tell me about your life here in the town. Tell me about living in the tower.
So
Come,
he
sit
proceeds to
next
tell you.
Great stalling.
Yeah. Wrath, what have you figured out?
What's the name of the town again?
Hear him.
Tierhaven. I have a message. I have a message to send.
What do you want to say?
Urgent. It's worth the word. Urgent. Recovered delirium in Tierhaven. Creatures are mutating. Man infected by delirium wound is monster. How to subdue or help target? Assistance required.
Swish. The message is away.
And then it's just me pacing in my study. Yes, Bruce, yes, I'll feed you later.
There is Rudy. As this transpires, there's a knock at the door.
Hello? Who's there?
I don't mean to disturb you. It's
Oh.
me. It's Danforth Little. I saw you come back into town. I just thought that I would follow up and just see how things went. I hope everything's okay down at the Harlick farm.
Danforth, if you don't get your butt out of here, I'm gonna kick you down the nearest well.
Mrs. Rudy, I don't mean no offense. I don't mean no offense, but I just couldn't. People were saying that you were dragging a man back, and I just didn't know if Gunter and his family were fine. If you brought someone to the tower, I just wanted to wish my best to him.
You are looking to incite some sort of panic around here by causing any rumors or trying to look into something. I am going to make sure that you deal with those ducks in the way that you were supposed to.
I don't want to start any rumors, but people are already talking.
Well, people can wait till my report is finished. We are in the middle of dealing with something. And I don't need no nosy birds coming in to figure out and cause any trouble when I'm just trying to help the folks of this town.
All right, Mrs. Rudy. All right, Mrs. Rudy. I'll be down at the Dewdrop Tap House.
Yeah. And you know what? If I don't hear your voice again until I come and do it, I will buy you a drink myself.
Take you up on that, Mrs. Rudy.
Get out.
For the people, eh?
Listen, strong hand when they're needed, and they need it sometimes.
Wilhelm, it seems that after talking for some time with this brute, he passes out.
I like lift his head and put something soft under it, and I put a blanket over him, and I head back upstairs.
Okay.
He's asleep.
Yes, yes. I'm still waiting on response from the academy.
They can teleport, right? Like they can. Surely there's a method in which somebody can come.
We haven't experienced anything like this. I don't know. Well, I'm not sure what the response will be.
Rudy, I may have passively offered Horace the old farm.
We don't know what's gonna happen with him.
Yeah, I know. I was just looking for something to calm him. We'll figure it out.
Do you have the piece of delirium?
And I pull it out of my bag. I say,
Ooh,
"This hunk of rock is
fancy.
so much trouble," and I kind of toss it over to you.
I'm gonna catch it with.
Oh, it lights.
So I don't have to touch it.
It was
it's
wrapped up.
It was
Oh.
And I'm gonna start to study it.
It's a
in,
pretty fine specimen of delirium.
Happens if I.
Right. It's a large shard of quite valuable, excellent candidate for.
It's cool.
The color. Where did it come from?
I'm not sure. One of the reasons
Can I?
keep an eye out for something like this, and I've never had to. It's been kind of humdrum since I arrived,
Yeah, welcome to Tierhaven.
and now it's really
I
rampant.
make fence.
You knew that this could happen,
I
or
didn't-
maybe not you, but the academy.
They've been keeping an eye on the surrounding area to make sure that anything that popped up, they have their eyes on. I'm here to kind of
You're a set of eyes.
look out, and up until this morning, there was no concern.
Sir Raphael, what has happened to our town? This rock changed everything. This is a quiet town. People come here to not have to worry about things like this, and
I came here to not have to worry about this. I settled down here so that way it would be quiet.
I've lived in a barn for 8 years because of how quiet and peaceful it was.
You know,
You
we,
saw how rusty I was with my sword out there?
we could have built you a house. You know that.
I like the barn. The upstairs is nice. I've made it a home.
Well, whatever this thing is, it's been here for a long time. And
So why now? Why? Well, I guess not now. Horace has been out there in those woods for
8 years.
but something is growing. Some thing I do not understand. This is why we need the Academy's help.
So it's coming from somewhere.
somebody from the academy can come, take this and Horace out of here, send Horace back once he's fixed, and then we go back to the way things were.
Ideally, yes. As long as there's no lasting effects.
Orb glows, indicating a response is coming.
Ah, yes, the Academy.
The
About
reply
time.
says, contain as best you can. We will be sending River in 7 days.
7 days.
They are sending help, but it will be 7 days before.
For sense of scale, 7 days is really fast.
No.
Like, it takes the nearest major city where like over 1,000 people live is about 2 weeks away.
No.
Wilhelm
So
doesn't
relatively
doesn't
fast.
acknowledge that. And instead responds with, "These are mages, right? Can't they just, like, snap their fingers and be here?"
They are sending help as fast as possible.
What are we supposed to do with him for 7 days?
I was hoping for a more clear answer myself, but maybe this comes back to us.
Can we put him to sleep? Maybe? Magically?
There might be a way we can contain him. However, I do not know how long it can hold.
So what I'm hearing is we might have to keep him knocked out with a stick or something.
A formal approach is always.
What if we tell him his son passed away in the night?
Poor man.
Oh, poor man! We murdered his. We murdered his son. His son is already dead. Not poor man. His son. Like, you do realize the ruse that we have just pulled to get him here. We can't keep that up this whole time.
We could do it for 7 days.
He's going to want to see his son at some point.
No.
And we can turn into his son. Easy peasy, right? Wrath?
Don't feel good about keeping this ruse up for 7 days. I wanted it just to get him out of there.
I agree with Wilhelm. We have found a way to remove him from the danger zone.
You think we can keep him here?
I don't know if we can keep him here, but Wilhelm's right. We cannot keep the ruse up much longer.
I've built rapport with him. Perhaps I can break the news to him.
He will be expecting to see a body.
Should we maybe rest while he's resting, just to make sure if he causes any trouble?
Perhaps now is a good time for us to take a rest.
Get our strength back. Make sure that if we need to defend what we need to, if he does not go well with this news, then might have to be we contain him in a different way.
Agreed.
Fine.
I can find some place for you to rest. And I start trying to clear off old rituals and parchment full of obscure markings.
This place used to house multiple people. You don't have a spare bedroom?
I mean, there's always space in the cellar.
There are some spare rooms, but they're not. The furnishings haven't been updated.
Yeah. Oh, you can. Those are my. Those are for Bruce, but I think Bruce would allow you. Yes, Bruce. Yeah, he'll allow you to stay.
So the two of you are going to stay here at the observatory this evening.
For tonight.
Okay. So are you all going to retire and take a rest?
I think that's best, yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Before we do, Wrath, do you have any food around here?
Yeah. There's something kicking around in the.
Yeah. There's bread, there's some cheese, there's probably some wine. Or,
Nothing fancy.
I find a little bit of bread and cheese, and then I bring it down to the cellar and leave it beside Horace as he's sleeping.
Okay.
Oh, smart.
Do you keep the cellar covered? Otherwise?
Yep.
Okay. And with that, you're all going to bed down?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Long rest?
Yeah.
All of you can roll me a d6.
5.
1.
1.
Uh-oh.
All of you can make perception checks with disadvantage because you're sleeping.
7.
8.
9.
Okay. So, it isn't until you hear a scream curdle out in the middle of the night that you are awoken. A low voice yelling out, "Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where is he? Where's my boy? Where'd he go?"
I
Well, I'll
run
get
out
down
of the
there.
room and like I run out of the room and I knock on your door and I like burst into your room. Are you sleeping?
I was.
I need you to transform right now. And then I run downstairs.
Okay, you got a little bit ahead of yourself.
Okay.
Okay. You burst out the door,
Okay.
and in the hallway is Horace.
Oh.
Screaming, smashing on the doors, pounding on Wrath's door. He's bashing against it. Wrath, you're woken up by this. And he's like, "Where is he? Where is he?"
Horace.
Several of the other doors in the hallways have been pulled open. And bits of furniture are scattered about. And you can hear this screeching from coming from outside.
Horace, we talked about this. You're going to need to calm down. You can't go breaking everything in here.
"I just want to see my boy."
I understand that your boy has been through a lot. We are keeping him close to Wrath.
Wrath and Rudy, what are you going to do?
I want to see what the screaming is outside.
Okay. Coming into the hall on the upper level. So the spiral staircase goes upwards, and there's several rooms on the middle level of the observatory. Spiral staircase continues upwards to there's a door in front where Wrath's own chamber is, and then up to the observatory deck itself. So it goes up one more level. Horace is pounding on that. You can get up to the observatory level without going to where Wrath's own chambers are. The Horace is turned, and there's rage burning in his face, and his eyes are glowing with the color of magic. He screams at you as you turn to him in the hall, saying, He weren't up there. He weren't in any of the rooms. You doing something strange up to him? My uncle used to take folk up there and do strange things to them. Is he doing strange things?"
Yes. This is a place of magic and your boy is sick. Of course we're doing strange things here.
Make a deception check.
Am I lying?
Yeah.
That's a 6. I'm
He
not a liar.
screams, and he says, "My boy's sick, and I'm sick of you telling me I can't see him." And he reaches upwards over his head, and as he does so, a spurt of bone juts out of his palm, taking the shape of a blade, and he begins to drive it towards you. Roll for initiative.
Oh.
15.
23.
Okay. And Ra?
8.
Okay. So your long rest has not been completed.
Oh.
Did we get a short rest?
You can each roll 2d6 and regain that many hit points. And yeah, I guess you would have had enough time to gain the benefits of a short rest, but that's it. But not your hit points and otherwise. Wilhelm, you are the first to act as this monstrous blade of bone juts out of his arm, and he lunges towards you with it.
I roll out of the way. I actually roll like towards him as he lumbers forward and like through his legs, and then come up behind him, and I'm going to stab him in the back with my rapier.
Okay.
Cool. That's an 18 to hit,
That is a hit.
and I'm going to use sneak attack because of my swashbuckler.
Yep. Oh, baby.
Oh, yeah.
$20 damage.
Wow. Nice hit. He screams as you stab him in the lower portion of his back. And he collapses forward and but then stammers back up.
I move away from him a few steps and pull out my my crossbow,
Okay.
and I point it at him. I think all bets are off at this point. I'm gonna shoot it.
Sorry, Horace.
Sorry, Horace. You're scaring me.
Yeah, you did great.
Contain the monster.
I get a 14.
That is a miss. It deflects off of his hide, and as he rages out, you can see that these bits of... It's almost like not the muscles of his body are bulging, but the bones are. And like his rib cage is going to protrude out through his skin.
And I yell out, "Ladies and gentlemen, I need help."
Well, fortunately, Rudy is next to act.
So I'm up, or am I missing?
You are awake. Now, you probably would not have had time to don any armor. So just bear that in mind unless you were trying to sleep in armor.
Nope.
But you've got enough time to grab your weapons.
Okay. Just take off my... Oh.
We're all fighting without armor.
So
It's reasonable that you could keep a leather gambeson on, so you can effectively have what is considered leather armor, so like +1 over your dexterity scores.
And the screaming is still happening outside.
He is screaming, and
He's
you can
screaming,
hear
okay.
screeching coming from outside.
Screeching. Okay. I come out of the room and I see him, and I just start throwing hand axes at him. With the dual wielder, does that count, or is it melee?
Yeah,
attack?
you could. Yep,
Okay.
go for it.
3. There.
It's gonna be fine.
18.
That is a hit.
Nice.
10 damage. 15.
He manages to just dive away, and the axe lands with a thud on the back of the wall.
And I call it back with my bonus action as my attuned weapon, and I throw it again.
Okay.
Nope.
Okay.
And I back away down the hall, knowing I haven't had enough rest to really deal with this. As far as I can get.
Okay.
But keeping an eye on him.
Wrath, it's your turn.
I emerge from my sleeping chambers, awoken by the madness. Looking down, how far is it from like the top level? Like, is it almost like a balcony?
Each floor is about 12 feet, but you need to come down the stairs to see.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna start running down the stairs.
Okay.
And can I see Big Monster?
Oh yeah.
Horace, is he pretty obvious?
Yeah. This is the observatory itself is only about 40 feet at its widest, so it's a very, very compact space that you're in because the rooms are very small, kind of monastic chambers. They're very tiny that are on the second level, and then the third level itself is the larger set of chambers, and then above that is the observation deck, and then below is the workshops.
We also heard another screeching.
You can hear the screeching noise outside the observatory.
One other question: is it open? Like, could we conceivably like see down all the floors?
No.
No. Okay.
So when I come and Horus, although he's much like monstrous and giant, he's still like humanoid in nature.
He is humanoid in shape, but if he is considered a humanoid creature at this point, almost certainly not.
Because I want to try to contain him. Would I know if hold person is gonna work on him?
It's definitely not going to work. Whatever he has become
Is not human.
Yeah.
Not humanoid. Then. Oh man. Okay. Can I see? How far is Rudy from me right now?
Rudy
If I did.
came out of the room, threw axes at Horus. She's only about 10 feet away from Horus herself. And as you come down this, like, he was pounding on your door. So you open that door up and he's right there.
Okay. Can I get to Rudy?
Not without going past Horus.
Okay. Then, oh boy. I'm just gonna.
Don't forget Bruce.
I'm gonna Bruce him, hex him, shoot him.
All right. Bruce comes sailing out from the bed, helps you out, and you're going to fire out. Okay.
Sorry, Horus, and I'm gonna make his ability for strength on the hex. I get
Okay.
a 24 to hit.
That's a hit.
For 16 damage.
Okay.
And then a 16 to hit.
That is also a hit.
Oh, thank gosh. For 13 damage.
Nice. That leaves Horus bloodied.
And yeah, I'm just hopefully, and then I'm gonna close my door.
Horus screams out, and he is engaged with Wilhelm. So he turns to Wilhelm and brings the bone blade down upon him. Getting an 18 to hit.
That's a hit.
The blade carves into you for 10 points of slashing damage. And he attacks again, only getting a 14 to hit.
That one misses, and I'm going to use Uncanny Dodge on the first attack.
Okay. He then he's so big in the hallway though now that he tries to muscle his way past you towards the door. But he can't make too much progress. We go back to the top with Wilhelm.
I charge at him and drive my blade towards his throat.
Finish him. I say in your mind.
I get a 24.
That's a hit.
I don't feel great about this.
Well, no,
Anymore.
but I'm defending myself.
I kill him. That ooh was perfect.
28 damage.
Nice.
Then I'm going to move away from him, so I back up to the direction he's trying to move. So I'm now
Yeah.
10 feet away, and then I'm going to try to shoot him.
Okay. As you back away, you can actually see that the wound that you stabbed him at before is almost healed over immediately.
Ugh.
But this new wound is torn into his flesh.
I miss again with the crossbow.
Okay. I'll work on your aim.
It's the eye patch. Ever
Yeah,
since I lost my eye, the marksmanship is
You
gone.
said to train with it. You said to train with it.
I yell that out. My marksmanship is down. It's the eye. Don't make fun of it.
there is a crash through the windows of the observatory as coming up behind Wrath's window emerges one of the crocodile bat creatures, breaking its way through the window and spitting a barrage of darts towards you, Wrath.
Uh-oh.
Getting an 11 and a 10 to hit.
They miss. Thank gosh.
Another tries to break through Rudy's window and is like crashing and rattling against the glass of the window, but it doesn't get through. And another tries to break through Wilhelm's window as well, and it smashes through the glass, and a spine goes towards Wilhelm, getting a... actually, Wilhelm is in the hallway, so it just smashes through and flies into the hall.
Yeah, I don't think I can take even one of those darts.
Rudy, it's your turn.
I can't.
I can heal.
I'm gonna.
I'm gonna take a quick break and then play some more Thunder. So, yeah, catch you in a bit.